Well, we are back here with Johnny Stuart and friends, and we have entered a new friend here, Mr. London Steele.
Pleasure's mine. Thank you for having me.
All right. And London Steele is there also with the Hustler Club, Larry Flint's Hustler Club here in Las Vegas.
Yes, sir.
Right? And you take care of a special element of that club, right? You do actually you operate the King of Hustlers Mail Review. Is that right?
I make sure the ladies have a good time when they come.
Okay. All right. That's why you don't let Andrea in there. You don't let her in at all. Okay. So anyway, the fact is that you make sure they have a good time, and that mail review normally operates from when to when?
It goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Doors open up at 8, but as of New Year's we're doing a big event. We're going to start opening up on Sundays, 8 o'clock on.
Okay. So it's going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Sunday, yes, sir. 4 nights a week.
From 8 to what?
8 to, we usually go to about 2, but if there's a crowd there, we stay open. Sometimes we have special events that come in that we like to mix in with my mail review, something that nobody else is doing out there. And when we do that, we shut the mail review down just a little bit early, but we add my mail review to the event that's going on and kind of mix it and make it something that nobody else can see anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the fact is that how long have you been doing that type of thing, London?
In the business of mail review? I got into it in 1990. I got out of it in 2002.
Well, you're back in it though.
I got back into it. There was I had a few experiences with some few actors out there that I got to work with. One of them was Mark Consuelos. He's married to Kelly Ripka on All My Children. We worked together for a while, and then Channing Tatum came to me one day and wanted to learn about stripping.
That's about Magic Mike, right?
Yes, sir. He got into the business.
What did you have to do with Magic Mike?
I hired and trained Channing Tatum. The movie Magic Mike 1 and 2 was based off of me.
Okay, now you said a new thing to me. You said you trained. I'm a producer of shows, so you're a choreographer?
Choreographer.
For mail reviews?
For mail reviews, yes, sir.
You
yes,
really?
Sir. Yeah.
Okay, so you actually choreograph the guys that come into your place. If you like their look and you like their demeanor and you like all the rest of it, you actually can fine-tune the choreography, which will attract the girls.
That's what I do. That's my specialty.
Well, that's awesome. So are you still working at all with Magic Mike?
No, Magic Mike was actually never really worked with me. It was done kind of behind me.
Oh,
so
okay.
It was a story told about the guy that nobody really knows, to be honest. The real story on Magic Mike, he was my roommate. The name Magic Mike was a nickname that I used to call him as just a roommate name. He used to call me Londonis. Channing Tatum heard me one day, called him that, and he asked me why. Well, so when he put the movie together, he couldn't call it London Steele, so he called it Magic Mike and based it after me.
Now, London Steele, he was going to call it after your name?
No, I don't think he was ever going to call it London Steele. I think there was a few other names out there he was going to call it, but then Magic Mike came about.
Now, I don't mean to expose you at all, but on the other hand, have you ever been one of the dancers in the show? Are you also a mail review dancer?
Well, yeah. When Channing Tatum worked for me, I was the lead dancer.
Okay,
yes.
So you're a dancer and a choreographer, and you specialize in choreographing mail reviews.
Yes, and now I MC, I choreograph the show, and I run the room.
Okay, so the King of Hustlers is your show.
Absolutely. Well, it's actually Jason Mahoney's show. We want to be technical, but I run the show for him. I put it together. I put my name on it.
You're the producer, the choreographer, and you plan and incorporate the show into the Hustler.
Yes, sir.
Upstairs.
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
sir.
And your show normally runs from 8 till about 2.
Yes, absolutely. And what Hustler is, Hustler's known for guys coming in and seeing the most beautiful women in Vegas. Well, now the girls can come and see the best-looking guys in Vegas, and that's what nobody else really offers. Let's be honest. Everybody forgets about what the girls want. They always want to know what the guys want. It's about the women, and so if we can feed the women what they want, and when they come into the venue, they pull up. It's the most beautiful, extravagant club you're ever going to see. The most beautiful women. Then you got good-looking guys, but we have a restaurant. We have a hookah bar. Then if you're on the way home and you feel like you want to get some lingerie or maybe a toy, we have the best store right next door at the best prices.
Well, this is awesome, and that you have all this stuff for them. And the fact is, how long has the King of Hustlers been there?
King of Hustlers been going on there. I want to say, just to make sure I'm right, Andre, what are you going on, 5 years, you think?
Well, we're 5 years old, so...
No, it's been like 4 then. I want to say like 4 years. Yeah, 4 years it's been going on.
Okay. All right. Now, they have an amateur night for the women.
Yes, sir. we
Is
do.
there an amateur night for the guys?
Well, what we do, we don't really have an amateur night for the guys, but you might give me a good idea here. But we do it. I do auditions.
That's a
on-
very good idea.
Yeah.
That's a very good idea. I didn't want to say
Yeah.
it, but
Wow.
that's a very good idea,
I
John.
got a new promo I'm thinking about.
Yes.
Want to know what it is? You know what I mean? So
You're a
you go-
marketing guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Very good
I
idea.
actually used to do
You looking
that back
for a
in
job, John?
Yeah. I actually used to do that back in Tampa once in a while. And it was,
I'm
but
sure a lot of women would go out for amateur night for guys.
You know what? They probably would, but I do an audition where I do auditions at 7:30.
I know, but they'd like to see that
You
audition.
know what, though? You're exactly right.
they
Well,
say-
actually, we're changing some things now, how it's going to be done there. We're having a magnificent night come in, like we've got a comedian coming in some nights. So my Thursday nights, my audition time is going to get bumped. So actually now I might add that into my first part of Thursday night
If I were
show.
you, I would.
Come in early, but get to see the live auditions, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
between 8 and 9, something like that. So
And
you
this
gave
is
me
the
an
way to
idea.
get the ladies to bring their boyfriends and their husbands.
Absolutely.
They would
Couples are
love
welcome.
to see that. They would love that. I'm
You know
telling
what?
you.
It's-
Some might go good for the comedy
I
thing.
know,
It's good.
right?
It's all about a
Got
good
some
time.
comedy
And it's
out
I
of
just
it.
want to know now on the first amateur night. I would like to know if I could participate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can be one of the judges. You can help me out.
No, I want to dance.
Okay, perfect.
Look at
Perfect.
it. Look at it. Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. You gonna do it with me?
You see the
Huh?
risqueness.
Well,
Exactly.
you're
Why
rotten
not?
guy. Okay, so let's get back to normality now. It actually is a good idea, though. You ought to do it. Because I know a lot of girls who
Seriously,
would.
yeah.
That's a really good
You know.
idea.
So the fact is that let's talk about. Is there anything that you want to say? Because you weren't here with us in our first 3 segments, and we're very honored to have you here now. Is there anything you want to say about what you do there and how the whole thing works that we haven't said that you would like to say about what you do?
First, thank you for having me.
Well, you're welcome. You're welcome, London.
What I do there is just bring passion to the room. It's not a job for me. It's what I really enjoy in life, and I feel like for me, that's what I'm meant to do.
I want to ask you a question, okay? If a girl doesn't want, if she wants to view the show, my audience would like to know this.
Yep.
Because a lot of people watching that would not normally go somewhere if they don't know how they're going to be protected.
Absolutely.
And we've talked about free limos. We've talked
Right.
about free lots of things. We've talked about discounts. We've talked about all kinds of things that you guys have going on there that nobody else has, And the fact is, if they don't want to be touched, but they want to see the show, and they're sitting there, is somebody going to aggressively touch them whether they want to be touched or not?
They're only touched if they pay for that. And how that works
I
the
didn't
same
know
as
that.
downstairs. If they come in and you want to sit there and just look around and have eye candy,
That's
and
all
have
I'm
your
talking
drink,
about. That's right.
and see the guy, you can do that. If you want to walk,
And nobody's going to touch you.
No one's going to touch you unless you pay for that touch.
And how do they know who paid for that touch? Are there seats they sit in or what?
Well, when they come in, they'll be greeted by me or a host. We'll seat
Uh-huh.
them down at a table.
So there's a special tables for that stuff.
Absolutely. Well, then the entertainers come walking around, or they're up on stage. So let's just say if you had a bachelorette, you can come up and say, "I would like to get my bachelorette a dance." We have dances that are $20 and up for a table dance.
Now,
Then-
I don't think a lot of people knew that.
Then we can bring a girl up on stage, or let's just say it's the bachelorette. We want to give her that special moment.
So there's elevations of what you can do
Yes,
with these
sir.
girls.
Yes, sir. It's about them coming and having a good time. Or a lady could just walk over and take $1 and tip a gentleman on the stage. Or she could just sit back and enjoy the view. I don't know if you know, but we have a rooftop bar that looks over the Vegas Strip.
Wait, we've been talking about it all day. We have.
Oh, yeah.
I hope
I've
we
been up
wouldn't
there
miss
seeing
that.
it.
I hope we wouldn't miss
Oh
that.
no, we
because-
said it holds inside at least 150 people. When you open those doors, it holds 500 or 600 people. It's one of the nicest looking bars I've ever seen. Plus the
unbelievable.
food, plus everything. It's first class. It has its own private entrance. You don't have to go downstairs where the other girls are or the other events are. You have your own event upstairs, and so you know when those things are going to happen. Listen, I've got Jeff here, and I have my friend London Steele here, and I
you
have
have a
Andy.
website. Sorry, the
Tell your website
King
for
of
your
Hustler and your
King
phone
of
number.
Hustler.
The kingsofhustler.com.
Say it again.
Kingsofhustler.com.
Okay, kingsofhustler.com. And these guys, we presented you today that the Hustler Club, Larry Flint's Hustler Club in Las Vegas, is a entertainment mecca for many, many events and many things, depending where you're at in your own thinking and what you want. And I'm glad to have Jeff and London and Andrea here with us. Thank you for coming to Johnny Stewart and Friends. See you next time.